Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. Had a little delay to Postgame here. We had an internet dropout, so I had to go to my hotspot. Here we are on the Carl Auto Group Postgame show. Iowa State. I feel like using the word survive feels a little bit too dramatic because it never really felt like Iowa State was going to lose to West Virginia, in my opinion, but definitely got kind of nuts there at the end when West Virginia took a lead. Iowa State then, it was like 51-50. Iowa State goes on a 14-0 run to close this thing out. And I'm going to guess would be, I have not heard from Otts yet. I'm going to guess this is one of the worst defensive performances of the year for Iowa State, despite you say that, and they had 23 turnovers. Iowa State, 29 points off turnovers today. So it wasn't bad. It's just I felt like the attention to detail was a little bit lacking. Things were a little bit flat. I think in this entire arena, you come in as an 18-point favorite or whatever that was. The crowd was here, but it wasn't crazy by any means. The team didn't give them a lot to go crazy about. But at the end of the day, you find a way to comfortably win, right? It didn't 7-point win. It never felt to me like Iowa State was going to lose this one, despite getting a really solid effort from a game West Virginia team. 10 threes today for the Mountaineers. I'm guessing that's the type of stuff that Otzelberger will address with this team. It just felt like the rotations weren't as good defensively, stuff like that. But listen, let's be honest. When you look at Iowa State and you look at the run that this team is on right now, they haven't really had many games like this, right? They haven't, like in the last month and a half. When's the last time you watched an Iowa State game and you're like, there's probably BYU on January 16th. So well over a month ago. This is college basketball. This is the Big 12. Games like this happen. The difference between good teams and average teams is that the good teams still find a way to win it when you're not playing your best basketball. And Iowa State didn't play its best basketball today, but still comfortably, advances to 10-4 in the Big 12, which is quite the accomplishment for this team. We said early in the year, this team will win 10 conference games. We all would have stood on a table and celebrated. So let's go. That's the overview of the game. Let's look into it a little bit closer. 31 minutes from Tamin Lipsey today. He had 4 turnovers, but was really good. 14 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. Tamin kind of the calming force there late in that game, I thought, when West Virginia was really making this thing interesting. Also, the guy, he wasn't exactly efficient today. However, Curtis Jones just continues to just feels like he's there when the team needs him. He was 2 of 9 from 3 today, but he had 4 rebounds, 33 minutes. I really like the basketball he's playing. I'll give a shout out to Jackson Pavlovetsky. 9 points for the sophomore today in just 16 minutes. So he was super efficient, and Iowa State definitely needed them today. But again, just it's kind of thought a flat effort today. It's okay. Again, this is to be expected at some point when you can have an effort like this. And I'm glad Oklahoma wasn't here today, right? So that's game's coming up on Wednesday. You probably have any other team in the conference potentially today and you lose. I will say this about West Virginia, watching them. I'll echo a little bit of what Bill Self said about this team early on. Like, they have individual talent. They have good players. You look up and down, West Virginia's got good guys. It's just for some reason that whole thing is not gelling. But they've got some dudes, battle. There's players there. However, just a sloppy, flat performance by Iowa State. It'll get their attention. There's not going to be any celebrating in that locker room today. I can promise you that. I like the fact that they don't play again until Wednesday. This team looked tired today. the effort was there. They're diving for loose ball. They look tired today. And, you got an opportunity now to get another one at home on Wednesday, which would put you at 11 wins. And then finish this thing out with Central Florida, BYU, and Kansas State. Kansas State was beating BYU the last I saw in this thing. But, hey, I'll take it today. I really will. This felt, again, maybe a C-type performance by Iowa State, and you still get it. You move on, and you buckle up, right? Oklahoma, they're playing Oklahoma State right now. The Sooners have fallen off a little bit, but that's a likely NCAA tournament team coming to town on a Wednesday night, and you'll get everything. That's going to be a desperate Oklahoma team that really punked Iowa State the first time these two teams played. So you better buckle up. If Oklahoma's here today, I fear Iowa State loses this game. They weren't, and Iowa State just found a way, and that's what good teams do when you enter the month of March. Major seeding on the line for Iowa State. I actually got to sit next to CBS bracketologist Jerry Palm today, which was kind of fun. He was filling me in on a lot of this bracket stuff. He thinks Iowa State has a lot of work to do to get to Omaha still. So, if you're like me and you're looking at that for the Cyclones, how do you get to Omaha? Well, you certainly couldn't lose today. You certainly can't lose. You got to win out at home. And, man, I think maybe you go 3-1 the rest of the way from here. That'll get you to 13-5 in the best league in college basketball. You're going to have a shot. But, hey, get out of here. Take the win. A couple of questions here. Joey's asking me if Ward is hurt. Hassan Ward went out with a shoulder injury, but he did come back in. I watched him come back in, and he had a brace on, but I'm assuming he's okay. Lipsy, damn good thing they didn't rest him today, like I was saying, because they probably would have lost. But, yeah, hey, get out of here. Women's game coming up at 6. Not a lot more analysis to give you guys from that one. You just get the hell out of here with the win and take it, and you move on. Iowa State getting its 10th win in the Big 12. Hell to the yeah. Presented as always by our friends at Carl Auto Group. I'm Chris Williams, signing off from Hilton Coliseum.